just wanna be free. Oh, we just wanna be free. We just wanna be free.
You know, go plant cocoa, you want for harvest better. So make we put aside this so long go business and who tete. We be not pledge with love and loyalty for put salon first. I dey buy you can still talk, you know, cause mommy cause. Man in the worship the green, whites and red instead of being loyal to the green, whites and blue. But where elephant and the fed na the grass they suffer. When we no they think wrong, na but people they suffer. Emma Simbi don't talk take in voice court. How corona no go spare, look where people they suffer na dove cut. Salon today, everything don't mix up like where them put binge, okra and 2 blocks per 1 pot. Instead of spreading it, make we promote peace. Ala vet and bush so to the 10 this. Remember, corona they not here, everybody they on lockdown. The country they move, plenty business and not shut down. What did they happen to we salon brother them? The same goes to the same politician them. Where they tell you for go for tell us they send you picking them. Guess what now overseas you go for all them picking them. Plenty country they fight for the coronavirus. Una they bring political tension for the virus. It look like say Pape they lost idea. Make up Jamawas and temple run Lydia.
I just wanna be free from the shackles of poverty. Yeah. The system makes we know they grow, cause nothing out there for show. Oh, I just wanna be free. I just wanna be free. Oh, we just wanna be free. We just wanna be free.
This one they come out straight from me mind. I hope say go eat you now you brain like red wine. As a low man can go and holla say na me party this. Waiting me party by yourself, you know even get a gist. But una make we give peace a chance, bro. So man the way they feel so then I rambo. Always na me skin tight, the same guys they recycle. Get so youth wake up, don't make them ride you like bicycle. They no go say can't take one mondo. Bike life survive by soldier man condo. No future for the youths, make man and take jamba and kush. We just come out by war, una not take up the bush. White meat garres and pa mine with coolats. No I ain't puku pow pow pow. Cut out. Salon people want for live free. For the sake of peace, make we forget about this done again. Now one salon, say no to tribalism. If you disrespect the law, you go find yourself in a prison. Land that we love, make we do justice to the unity, freedom and justice. Good country but bad governance. Make we like we say, forget for the grievance.
Okay, well, plenty thank you to Mr. One, and fortunately, now the person put this song together, now in the guest for today. The program is still listening to a media show where they come to live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. And you can also listen to on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl. And self you can watch me live on Radio Democracy Facebook page. Well, Michael, before we go, we don't talk about different things them. We like you advocacy, your organization on the do for talk to young people them. And now that song they will just listen to the program. How we come about to put some of the words then together? We most of the thing that we say that thing that we they advise young people for plan violence activities.
Yeah, well, presently we're all aware of the fact the political tension is very high in the country, and as a result of that, they make plenty youths them they go on the rampage where you get people like they are where they behind them back way like in Senate zone, do this for me, and the reason we make them can succeed for everybody there according to me research I do I go meet to them and talk one-to-one. Now because of job knowledge, because some of them guys they are one video I released was it the first study, so the guy they tell you say in go up to tertiary level what happens say job knowledge and then stuff then so the only side way then they go sit down, relax and encourage themselves now they get to. And what they go up now they get to now. Now they go meet different people away, like they go meet and say, can't do this for me. You still care aware of the fact like we so until you add up, you know, get nothing a year for money self, you know, get 10,000, you know, somebody can give you 150,000. Say go do this for me. So like now the device down there at times so they can use. So like basically I be on the follow up. I don't know all the things that happen, I don't interact with these guys there, and now social media don't make the world very close. We see for ourselves. So now based on that side, my inspiration come up from say, la put something together because I they see you, they see, and everybody they see. Not to nothing we hide. And always here talk, when you listen the song, you they see the image before you face the reality of what here they say.
Okay, now let's talk about your campaign when Ash Free. What in this campaign about?
Yeah, and a violence free salon. I dey try for say I dey fight for the way we achieve a violence-free salon because some of we don't begin get speaking there. You understand? I mean, we not plan for like when I will leave this country. We plans for spend the rest of our life now. Even though maybe sometimes we go and can go perform and can and stuff then they but now how we want men we want picking and so finally at the end of the day if man don't get nothing for itself, like game it guy here simple man. I hate how it's collapsed, but I remember now say Alala they can't take place at any time, Usage for one for go and then stuff then they so like all this motivates me say let's take up on myself. No political string attached, nobody never give me money presently. Up to this moment, nobody now ever say yeah, and just me and my team. And because of I believe in what I do and I believe I will influence youth them positively for kind of the positive parts of life, even though we don't say no easy because you know easy like today you don't get 1 cent, somebody can give you say yeah, go do this, you know do one. You understand what I mean? We know what you look like and then stuff then this. But I take upon myself. No political string attached. Like how now they don't begin politicize and say, now money they don't get, now money they don't get. And at the end of the day, now peace they go and preach. And when they go and go inside you, they say, now go first, now go ala and then stuff that day.
Okay, well, we'll come back to you for more can talk the way forward for address the issues that really affect young people in the country. The program is still listening to Namide show. Thursday, May 28, President Biodun proclaimed the state opening of the third session of the 5th Parliament. When at the time this, where the President can explain how far it don't go for achieve the thing them where he been promised the last session of Parliament. And waiting more he go do this third session. Also, President Bill talk say, in Cabinet to approve $19 million for make the country get National Diagnostic Center. I've been there part of this and put these reports together. This year's state opening of the third session of the 5th Parliament of the Second Republic of Salone been different from the other states opening them because Parliament not been get better ceremony. Also the President can take guard of honor. Member of Parliament them from different political party can wear ashobi and self then supporter them can go cheer up the President and the Member of Parliament them. But this year it not be happen because of the coronavirus. The state opening na ceremony. Also the President can go talk but waiting in government don't do, waiting he not able for do and waiting he plan for do.
In exercise of the powers conferred upon him by subsection 1 of section 84 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, Act number 6 of 1991, I, Julius Maada Bio, President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, do hereby prorogue the second session of Parliament with effect from Wednesday, 27th May 2020, and proclaim the commencement of the third session of the 5th Parliament of the Second Republic of Sierra Leone at Parliament Building, Tower Hill, on Thursday, 28th May 2020. Signed, His Excellency Julius Maada Bio.
That na the voice of the clerk na Parliament, Honorable Umar Parantarawali. But they close the second session of the 5th Parliament. Also, it be open the third session of the 5th Parliament. After the President don't open the third session of the 5th Parliament, it begin for talk about some of the things them where it don't do. Also, one pani sector them where it mean talk about how it don't improve the work na the health sector.
I'm pleased to report that for the third successive year, my government has increased healthcare budget allocation from 7% in 2018 to 10.5% in 2019 and 11% in 2020. We have recruited 2,500 health workers and we'll be hiring 3,000 more in 2020 with a focus on midwives, pharmacists and pharmacy technicians, epidemiologists, clinical and surgical community health officers. We have instituted continuing education for nursing professionals. Mr. Speaker, in line with my commitment to establish an ultra-modern diagnostic facility in Sierra Leone, I am pleased to announce to this House that Cabinet has approved $19.8 million United States dollars for the construction of a national diagnostic radiotherapy cancer center. This will substantially reduce costs on our overseas medical expenditure and broaden our access to Sierra Leoneans.
The other thing where the president been talk about say in government don't try for achieve now water supply in the country.
Government has provided funding for the reconstruction of water supply systems in 6 headquarter towns: Moyamba, Pujum, Kailang, Kabala, Kambia, and Magoroka. Government has provided funding for and will soon commence work on the reconstruction of the Bond water supply system. In the medium term, DFID has funded feasibility studies and detailed design on the rehabilitation of the Guma Dam, the water treatment plant, transmission network, leakage management for distribution network, Paul Road pumping station, extension of the distribution network, and refurbishment of the Arlington water supply system. The World Bank has also funded the Freetown Emergency Recovery Project.
A part of that achievement here, where the president say in government don't do, but waiting in plan for improve electricity supply in the country.
With current energy access at 18%, my government will pursue its overall policy objective of providing adequate, affordable, and sustainable power supply nationwide to stimulate economic development through the consolidation, improvement, and expansion of existing and potential energy supply infrastructure. 5 substations in Brookfield, Congo Cross, King Tom, Lumley, and Blackhall Road. The erection of poles to link these substations is also underway.
But one thing will be make member of parliament them begin for all the usual all of them na parliament. Now where the president been call the member of parliament them for make them maintain peace na the country.
President Bio, Corona Bio. There is victory. There is victory. President Bio. President Bio. President Bio. President.
After the president's speech, I've been talked to the leadership for the main opposition, All People's Congress APC party, and the leader of government business and parliament, but waiting and think about the president in speech.
It's very clear. I mean, they just outlined the thing that we plan for do in the next parliament or the council, the next session. They look at us, it gets put on scale of preference because we are faced with a pandemic all over the world now, with our COVID-19. So, in no say challenges and day, you know, shy away from that. You make it see some of the things that we don't say, it don't roll out over kind of this session. Also, they roll until in 5 years done. Some of the day, as they go, they achieve there, they drop there. So, we as members of parliament, we read the speech, we give an analytical view to the speech, and we give him support to office necessary.
If you listen to all what he say carefully and digest them, you go see and confirm say, instead of acknowledge the fact say government is a continuous process, and that indirectly former President Kuma been doing a fantastic job. Now then they get a platform for making this kind of statement and show how they continue to go towards. Because the roads we talk about, the energy sector we talk about, be it the Mumuna phase 2, all what he talk about are things that President Kuma then sign, then begin for construct, they go far with them before they left government in 2018. We therefore acknowledge something good as a platform for move forward. All the one the way they work with them, practice what they don't say. Oneness. The judiciary for work, then if work independently. The police for work, and if work independently.
Radio Democracy go continue for look inside the president in speech, where member of parliament them go begin debate am. For Radio Democracy, Princess Piasley reports. The program is still listening to Namide Show with the country live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Thursday, May 28, Magistrate Anna Boni don't give 500 million loans bail and 2 shorty we get property we value 1 billion loans and building permit to Dr. Sylvia Blyden and Muxin Sise because police allege say Dr. Blyden be right bad thing them about President's bill. Usman Kamara gets more and gonna reports.
For the second term, Dr. Sylvia Blyden and Muxin Sise don't appear before Magistrate Anna Boni for answer to 10-count charge. We get for do it seditious libel contrary to Section 33(1)A of the Public Order Act No. 46 of 1965. publication of false news contrary to section 32(3) of the Public Order Act number 46 of 1965, defamatory libel contrary to section 27 of the Public Order Act number 46 of 1965, conspiracy to pervert the cause of justice, and doing an act tended and intended to pervert the cause of justice contrary to law, and other counts charge them. Because police allege say March 24, April 23 and other dates then are free tongue. Dr. Sylvia Blyden be write bad thing but President Bio, and be write say retired Major Alfred Paulo Conte, the wet and toilets na the same cell, usa ide. Finally, Thursday, May 28, Magistrate Anna Boni don't give 500 million bail, with 2 shorty and 1 pound forget property we value 1 billion, and self forget building permits to Dr. Sylvia Blyden and Muxin Sise. After we Magistrate Anna Boni don't give them 2 accused people ya bail, e be one Dr. Blyden say in paper not for write anything apart from the court proceedings. Inside this case, now Dr. Sylvia Blyden been team up for himself as lawyer. Muxin Sise, na lawyer Adi Macaulay and lawyer Nicole be represented na court as the lawyer. Magistrate Anna Boni don adjourn this case to June 3rd this year. Same way so, Magistrate Anna Boni na the Pademba Road Magistrate Court number 1 don send Ali Conte go on remand na the Male Correctional Center because police allege say Monday, March 23rd this year na Sussex Village, York Road, e been stone one Ibrahim Bundu na in aid wey make him end up die. During the term wey this accused be appear na court, e no mean get lawyer for team up for am, wey make Magistrate Anna Boni may advise am for make he get lawyer because he say this na serious matter. For sake of this, Magistrate Anna Boni may adjourn this case to June 3rd this year. The police prosecutor na Inspector D.A. Taylor. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mina Usman Kamara, the report.
The program is still a listen to on a midday show with the country live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You dey also listen to we on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl, or you can watch me live now Radio Democracy Facebook page. I still get with me Jeremy Michael Kushu, when are the founder and CEO for Advocacy Through Entertainment, where he there for talk about a non-violence campaign for young people for make them come out from violence activity them. Now, Kushin, from all of what you don't see, what do you think is the way forward for address the issues them where young people in the face with violence?
Yeah, well, basically, like I tell you, I've been fortunate to go to the communities there and talk to the youth there and try to know them problems there. And I'm able to identify some of them problems there. One of the major problems, they work with all day. Because like I tell you, plenty of them guys there, like the other answer me saying, reach up to tertiary level. Then you get some way like driver, some land skills, then learn their own skill. But at the end of the day, employment's not there. So I feel say the way forward for solving them problem now by creating job facility for them. I mean, let's say if we're able to engage them people there, at the end of the day, if man gap in the morning, it's done, or he gets salary, they get sent to motor on a regular basis, man will come put chicken change before and tell and say, go do this thing for me, when you say at the end of the day, not your own debt agreement. So I feel say all this now is a result of the fact that job not there. So like creating job facilities them for their physics. It will be a solution to them problems.
Okay, from which you don't say we don't get messages that we don't side program. This first one they say, Mr. One, keep on your good work. Don't listening to distraction. It come out from Med Lamin for Mount Oriel. And this other one they say, Mr. One, why are you not advocating about the massive sacking of Northerners, the destruction of ballot boxes by Arata, a known thug, and the recent killing of harmless prisoners at Pademba Road? Well, now them 2 messages in the side program. Go left for response to it in the text as they don't say.
Okay, well, I visit somebody they get crime no the pay. Now, for instance, if I take you, argue money, say, no cause problem for me yonder. Where you go cause the problem? At the end of the day, if them boss you are, not to me I them boss. You understand what I mean? I would day about me normal business, but at the end of the day, you don't hinder. You don't progress. You don't boss you high. You don't allow something don't go wrong with you. that problem they not get for be rectified. You get for continue for live with her for the rest of your life. So teach the guys that you know say crime not the pay. And some of them here, if you allow person influence you, that's your own detriment. You not get no way you fulfill the repercussion. So and you not get nothing for do with politics or other than sack or other not sack. Then na different showing a different topic for another day. Me on focus on the youth. Try for know wetin are the problems they identify and try for find solution to the problems there and create the awareness let them know say crime no dey pay. I no dey force you for you take wetin I dey say, but I dey create the awareness. I go I show you love whatever then I may share we get fun. If you not listen, at the end of the day, what you get for fall victim, you go sit down back and remember and say, oh, now this Mr. One me the try for say, like what they can say, you will take the horse to the river, but you know, force her for drink. You understand me? So I'm just playing my own part. You not get for do, but politics or other than sack or other than no sack, then a topic for another day. Then you know to me area than day.
Okay, so this you campaign, you get any intention for external and the provinces?
Well, basically, now a nationwide campaign we are embark on, but presently since I mean only and solely the fund you understand what I mean, I don't go boom for take upon myself for go all around in the country because you know it's even this few venture I don't take this behind I don't go from Mulba first to Aberdeen to Mountain Court to Mount Oriel. I know what it cost me. So in that light I want to encourage all peace loving and patriotic Sierra Leoneans, let them come on board and can support me. Let's see how best we can fight this fight together and achieve this dream. I don't say somebody under the cost me, mama. I like a brother, I not a problem with her. You want to invite her by your lane self cam. They can be part of the campaign. Let's join me. Load in a street, they talk to the youth and try to know them problems them and no find solution to her. Either than other than the other, they cost me because we it's not necessary because I feel say this is a time for like create awareness, show each other love, not to turn this for hate or send negative message and stuff.
The program is still listening to and the show. As part of their own support for help governments manifest against the coronavirus within the country, make the Open Society Initiative for West Africa (OSIWA) together with Fixed Solution, don't go give 8 desktop computer and 8 headphone them to the Emergency Operations Center as part of their own support to government for fight the coronavirus within the country. Joe Pemagui, now the country director for Open Society Initiative for West Africa, he said they give their IT equipment here to the Information and Communication Department for help them for the challenge the more they can get with the 117 emergency line. You know, Kabia gets more in Gona reports.
The Open Society Initiative for West Africa, OSIWA, starts the work na Salone inside 2009. Who said they don't support justice and human rights, governance and health, media and ICT. As part of their own way for help government for fight the coronavirus within now the country, make OSIWA don't give 5 grants to different organizations them and save the media. As one party grants them where they don't give to their organizations they are. Make Fixed Solution with support from OSIWA. Don't go give desktop computer them and headphone them to the Emergency Operations Center. Where it be the hand over them to the ICT pillar and the Emergency Operations Center. The country officer for OSIWA, Joe Pemabi, say then give 8 desktop computer and 8 headphone as well for support the 117 emergency operation line. So that people where they work there go able for respond to people and call them quick one anytime where they call them for emergency. Mr. Pemabi continues saying, then computer and headphone where they don't go give to the ICT pillar and the Emergency Operations Center, not for the corona sick no more, but say after where the coronavirus go down at the country, then for use them for set up system we go able for the response to any bad sick we go happen at the country and say people go able for call the 117 emergency line and then go able for respond quick one. Where immediately receive them say the head of the ICT pillar and the Emergency Operations Center, Michael Amake, tell thank you to OSIWA for the computer and the headphone them where they don't can get to them and say this will solve some of the problem them where they get with the 117 emergency line. Michael Amake end up encourage OSIWA and other associate organizations them for continue for support government by the fight against the coronavirus where they now na the country as they say themselves gets role for play by this fight. For Radio Democracy, Kabia the report.
The program is still a listen to on a media show they can to live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Well, I still get with me Jeremy Michael Cushing, we are the founder and CEO of Advocacy to Entertainment. Well, idea for talk about in non-violence campaign. We don't encourage young people learn for pull and pa teen them we like violence and other activity them we go affect them. And say if you don't talk say for make young people get job and other thing them we government for ensure say them do for help young people them so as we for make them get themselves occupied and do thing them we go benefit themselves. Well, as we just get small time for wrap up the program now, what sort of advice you go like for left to young people them?
Yeah, like basically, say the sensitization campaign they on presently when a street education, get to sensitization. I just want to continue for encourage the youth and let them know say then are the present leaders and the future leaders of tomorrow. So let we come together, we work hand in hand and see how best we can make Salone a better place. Anything we for do negativity, violence, not allow nobody, even your mama also your papa tell you say go fit. You big enough for no say which you do it wrong. That particular action, they're not going for born good picking. So not allow nobody, why I say nobody, I mean nobody, for can tell you say go fetch for me. We put you one leave one fetch. They put close you go fetch for himself. And Salone, my country we get law. And I will let them know say I'll continue for can that they get to preach to them, share the love with them, try for know them problems and see how best we can find solution to them problems there. And so Adebayo, we can cost me. I want say you owe me an apology. Adebayo, you can still pass your message, cost money because.
Okay, well, that's not Jeremy Michael Cushing, the founder and CEO of Advocacy to Entertainment, we most people know as Mr. One. And we hope say young people who listen to this program go take the advice of waiting a done the advocates for. Well, now the program in the show go left you for today, Friday, May 29th, 2020. Plenty thank you to me producer Alex Lawrence Kuruma and my executive producer Michael Sambola and to the technical team Franklin Pemagui and Self DJ Cliff for the technical support and Self to my colleagues them all we don't go out there and bring material for make this program reach you. So till we meet again, me and Princess Pierce with the say tata.